Good Sunday morning, everybody. You're probably wondering to yourselves, are they vacationing off the coast of Costa Rica? Is this exotic Thailand? No, this is our living room because we had to change locations because our dogs won't shut the fuck up. So basically, when we put our dogs away, they are downstairs directly below our bedroom.
Right.
So
you can hear them through the vents.
Through the vents, and it's insane. You probably still hear them now, but it's not as bad. So
hopefully.
That's why we're out here now.
Right. So this will probably be where we film from now on?
Nope, it's not, because I like laying in bed.
I know you do. But we need to be mindful of people that are listening and that don't want to hear dogs barking in the background, which I could still hear them. I don't know why we can't have them out here, because they're clearly loud. And it's not like...
Because they run all over this area. They jump up on where you have some of your equipment sitting. They love to be up here, so they will literally be ruining every shot. They'll be knocking our microphones down. They'll knock your camera down, the lighting, everything.
I don't think so.
Oh, I totally think so. Our pit bull mix can't even see a plastic bag blowing across the yard without freaking out. So
That's
therefore, can't have him out here.
Here we are.
So here we are.
But you can hear Oli like losing his mind. Oli is a pug that we have. He's the oldest pug we have.
Yep.
And he thinks he's the boss of the world.
Yeah. And so that's why we're out here. This time we'll have to figure something out. Maybe I'll move the kennels around or something, just so that it's a better... I like laying in bed.
Right.
And...
we'll definitely have to move the kennels around.
Yeah.
Put them in a different room or something.
Right.
So anyways.
It
is going to be a late...
It's going to be a late post. Because
I had to work yesterday, was Saturday, and
it was a hectic week.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was just, this is going to come up late, which is probably fine because not that many people watch it anyways. So
I don't care.
I think we'll be okay.
We'll be fine.
So anyways, I wanted to talk about dreams that you have when your spouse cheats on you. So every once in a while, I'll have a dream like that. My husband has a dream like that. And when he has a dream like that, he wakes up extremely pissed at me.
I'm alone in this?
No, you're not alone in this. You're definitely not alone in this. But it's just, how do you guys deal with that? Because I know we're not the only ones
going through this. Because I have these dreams maybe once. Sometimes I could have them a couple times a month. Right. Or I could have them once every 6 months. They just
and I don't have them as frequently as you do. No. At all. But it's just, they're so real.
They're actually not real.
No,
they're actually,
they feel real.
They feel, of course the feeling's real.
Right.
Right? But once I think about it long enough, I'm like, well, clearly what wasn't happening in our house.
Yeah, but the bad thing is I wake up to an angry husband and I didn't do anything wrong.
You wake up just as mad as I do. No, you don't.
I wake up like 3 hours before you do, so I can easily get over it before you do.
No, you cannot hide it as well as you think you can hide it. You cannot. Your eyebrows are very expressive.
My eyebrows?
Yes. And I can tell when something's bothering you, or your eyebrows are like a mood ring. And I can easily see that.
That's what Carmen says. Our daughter says that I wear my emotions on my face, and you can totally tell.
And I can totally tell. So don't act like I'm alone in this. I may be more vocal about what's going on to where you're more like...
Yeah, but when you wake up, you you stare at me like you want to kill me.
No, I just want to push you out of the bed because you do not deserve to lay next to me after what you did.
I didn't do anything though. I wasn't even there. I had no idea that you had this magical dream.
Laying there, sleeping as peacefully as you did. It's just that, no, you're not. I want to shove you out of the bed.
I want to shove you out of the bed too. I just want to smack you. I don't really want to shove you out of the bed because I know it's just, you still have the feeling of that emotion going on because you just woke up. That's the sucky part of it. So when you see that person, you're thinking to yourself, it didn't really happen, but it's still, you still have that emotion of sadness and anger and betrayal. And it doesn't go away. That's the weird part about dreams because they still feel very real, especially when you have a dream of your spouse cheating on you. It's the worst thing ever.
Yes, it is. And with you don't care in the dreams. That's you're not like, oh shit, let me explain. You know, it's not what it looks like. No, you're just like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And it's so like, yeah, it happened, and I just don't care. And it pisses me off.
It's like an alternate universe of yourself. Is what we've talked about before. That it feels like...
Well, your alternate version is a real asshole.
Right, because I'm not like that in real life. I'm a very caring person. I take other people's feelings into consideration. Unless, of course, it's a topic that I feel very passionate about. Then I don't really... I mean, I still take other people's feelings into consideration, but I'm not going to change my mind on that topic. But I still am a very caring and loving person, and then you have said that in your dreams I am the complete opposite of that, and I'm an asshole.
Yes, you are. You're a very heartless, cold scorpion woman who is just an awful person. And the thing what sucks is, why is it that when you're having like really good dreams, and I'm not even talking like in a sexual manner, I'm talking just a great dream, right? You're in a deep sleep, you're having a great dream. Why is it that when you wake up, you're like, that was an awesome dream? I don't remember what the fuck
you don't remember most of it.
But this will stick with me all day.
Absolutely. You remember like
every detail
that happened in that dream if you're being cheated on or you're being betrayed or something of some sort. It's just like, you'll wake up and you'll remember every scenario that happened.
That's the funny thing, because I know it was a dream.
Right.
Because clearly wasn't even in our house.
Right.
It's in a place that we've lived before.
Right.
That we no longer live in.
Or it's been decorated differently.
Or there's, it's just, you could tell that it's a dream. It's not a real, it wasn't real, because you wake up in your bed and and I get that sense of relief.
Right.
When I wake up, I'm like, oh, at least it was just a dream.
Right.
But then that feeling of relief goes away.
Right.
And then that feeling of betrayal and everything comes
when you stare at that
up.
person.
It's a tsunami
Right.
of bad feelings comes rushing in. And I immediately will just look at you, and I'm just like,
you could be that person.
How fucking dare you lay next to me, sleeping so peacefully after what you just did? You're gonna act like nothing happened?
How dare
this
you?
is what we're doing? And it's
super complicated. You'll have to let us know down in the comments what you guys do.
If you've ever experienced it. And if you have never experienced it, and then you watch this, and then all of a sudden you start having dreams, I am so sorry, because they are very, very bad dreams.
They're just so sad and emotional and hurtful.
I'm not sad as much as I am.
Oh, I'm sad.
Like you just tore my heart out of my chest and
stomped all over it. Right. And didn't even give a care in the world.
And then you don't care about it. So it's just like, it pisses me off. I wake up so relieved off the bat, like I said, and then extremely furious.
Right. Just angry. Yeah, I agree. I'm just angry at you. And I know you have like no clue as to what I just happened in my head. But I'm just like, how dare you even talk to me right now after what you just did? How dare you? Don't even fucking look at me.
It's crazy. And I mean, since we're on this topic of dreams and everything else, then I mean, last week we were really controversial, right? So let's just step away from.
Are you going to bring up my dreams?
Let's just step away from controversy and let's just step into conspiracy. Right? Because you believe that everybody that goes to sleep when the sun goes down is a pod person.
That's not what I believe. So I have to explain first, because I know that you're going to make me look like a moron, and the whole world's going to already think that I'm crazy. Because
hashtag no sleep. Hashtag they're brainwashing you.
Everybody that I spoke to, except for a handful of people, were on my side.
No, it was a hung jury. I had half of the people we were talking to, and that we'll just call them the smarter half. And then you had...
Are you calling me the not smart half?
Listen,
I don't understand what you're trying to say right now.
You can't call people that are already balls deep in conspiracy theories that make no sense.
Okay, they have no idea what we're talking about. So I need to explain this. So my thing is, and I don't even know if I'm going to explain this right, because obviously I'm not, because apparently
it's your theory.
My whole family doesn't get what I'm trying to say.
Hold on. Before you start, really gather and think about what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? No. I'm gonna give, no. Hold on. I'm gonna sit here and I am going to be very quiet.
You are?
Yes, before you even dive into this, I want you to really think about what you're about to tell
about this.
everyone. Okay,
I just clearly can't get it out
No, that's
right way
That's what I'm telling
for you to understand my theory.
Really dive deep into what you believe.
Now I feel like I can't explain it correctly because I feel like I'm not going to make you nervous
you can experience it, or you can explain it in 3, 2.
You're such an asshole. Anyways, so I just had this thought that it's very strange that everybody within our community, or your community, not everybody, most people within your communities, will all go to bed between the hours of 9 p.m. and say 12 p.m., regardless of what, not regardless, but unless of course you work like a night shift and you're, working or whatever, but majority, like 95% of the people within your community are going to sleep at that time. And everybody within that community, except for maybe, a couple hundred people, depending on how big your community is, are asleep and unaware of the events that are happening around them. I think it's funny. I just think that there might be some kind of bigger thing to it. I don't know. It's probably stupid.
Wait, now you're calling it stupid?
I'm not calling it stupid. I just think it's a theory that it's just weird. Like there's some higher power rather than everybody has to work, which was the only theory that I got from everybody in my family, that people have to go to work, so they have to go to sleep.
I gave you way more
I just think but I just think it's weird. I just think it's a very weird thought that majority of your community is sleeping at the same time. And most people that say they get off at 3 o'clock in the morning and they come home, they'll probably fall asleep by 4 o'clock, which means that most people are sleeping at the same time. If not everybody in the community are asleep within 1 hour of each other, and the whole community has no idea what's going on within your community. There may be aliens coming down. There may be little troll people coming down and sprinkling dust. There may be an alternate universe opening up and you have no idea because we're all unconscious at that time because we're all sleeping.
You good?
I guess so. Did I explain that correctly?
No, because it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's not the dumbest thing in the world. Just think outside of the box. Do you not see how that's weird?
No.
I don't understand how you don't think that's weird.
I don't understand how you even thought this was a thing.
I didn't think it was a thing. I just thought maybe it's just...
You didn't think it was a thing?
I didn't think it was a thing. I just think it's weird that at some point during a 24-hour period...
What were you doing? Were you sitting in the chair over there and you happen to look out the window and be like, wow, he's asleep across the street? Oh, they're asleep over there too. Shit, what time is it? We're going to go to sleep. This is just weird. What is going on? That's
not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that everybody is out. Nobody knows what's going on around them.
You know that it's more healthy for human beings to fall asleep.
I get the whole logic of sleep. I understand you work 8 hours a day, blah, blah, blah.
But let's just take
you need to sleep.
Okay, one of my main
arguments. Get that.
One of my main arguments towards this was, well, yeah, because everybody pretty much works during the daytime. Let's just say average 9 to 5. That was my argument. You got to get 8 hours of sleep or you're going to feel like shit the next day, blah, blah, blah.
That's whatever. Not an argument.
Okay, hold on. But do you understand that also people sleep because at night it's colder, right? So if you're up, you're actually losing more body heat when you're out in the cold.
Not this day and age. You can be in your damn house where there's a heater. You're not going to be losing body heat. We're not going back to, we've been programmed to do that for years. Yes.
Because we have.
Why though?
It's legit.
Why are we programmed to all fall asleep at the same time?
You're more productive during the day.
Why is the whole community not aware at the same time? Okay. I'm just saying, there may be
I gave you your time to speak. It is my turn now.
I'm just saying, there may be something bigger.
Microphone.
There may be something bigger than just what you see. I get it. You're a realist. You're like, no, it's just sleep. But if you think outside of the box and think the whole community, not all of them, but most of them, because I know people are going to say not everybody's fucking sleeping. I get it.
At one point in time has been up from from sundown to sunup, have been up all night long.
I get it. I'm one of those
Nothing's
people.
happened.
I get minimal amount of sleep.
Okay, well then you figured it out.
But at some point I fall asleep, which means I'm part of everybody else. Within that hour span, I'm asleep with everybody else in our community.
You have never, when the sun has gone down, been up until the sun has come up.
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. I was only in my portion of the world.
What, your reality?
Yes.
No. You've never been outside.
I'm just saying, when I don't get enough sleep, or
You've
if
never
I
seen a
stay
sunrise.
up certain, of course I have.
Then what has
Why
happened?
aren't you just listening to what I'm saying and
I'm
trying to understand?
Okay? It doesn't make sense.
It makes sense if you listen to it.
Okay, now, listen to what I have to say. Don't interrupt me.
I don't care about the job thing. I don't care about from caveman having to go and
Okay, well
hunt
then what you're saying is accept what I'm saying, and when you try to come back at me with facts, I don't want to hear it. So take your facts out.
Yes.
Okay? And just live in my imagination. No. Let me hit you with facts.
I don't need to know the facts. You've told me the facts. I get the facts. I'm not stupid. I understand.
Then what's the problem?
I'm just saying that if this was a movie, people in the movie would be like, wow, that's weird. Everybody's asleep at the same time. What's going on? Everybody's subconscious.
Or just in that scene, it was, everybody's going to sleep.
No.
Transition to the next scene.
What if they're
the next day.
like
Oh,
pod
holy
people?
shit.
We're all pod
They're
people.
all getting up and going to work? Wow.
It's like pod people.
What the
It's like
fuck?
pod people. Like something is telling everybody you need to go. It doesn't have to do anything with work. Because when we take a vacation, we
Okay.
will.
Well, you tell me how easy it is, even from like back before electricity, okay? You tell me how easy it was for them to get up in the middle of the night and go hunting for their food for the next day.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It didn't happen, okay? It didn't happen.
It's still weird.
Or how were the farmers up and just, the farmers get up pretty early. I guess you can ask them, say, hey, what's going on?
Does weird stuff not happen at night?
Yeah.
Well, everybody is sleeping.
Dude, well, does weird shit happen during the day?
Not as much as weird stuff happens at night.
Well, because everybody is being normal for the
Why?
most part and
Because
going to bed.
Everybody's sleeping, which means you don't
The
know.
few people that
when
are-
you
that
are
are all
asleep, are you aware of what's
cracked
going
out
on around you?
or
Let me
running
finish.
all over
When
the
you
place
are asleep,
doing dumb shit.
are you aware of what's going on around you? You are in your dream world. You're dreaming about people cheating on you. You're dreaming about things that nobody knows about. When you are asleep, you are not aware of your surroundings, which means the majority of your town is not aware of their surroundings.
You're getting
There
so
could
close
be
to smacking
something
me with
going
your hand. Stop being so damn expressive with your
There
hand.
could be something going on that we don't know about because we're all asleep. Just think outside of the box.
What about the people that work nights? And the
They're
people that
in
work
the-
out. What about the people that work outside at night?
What people work outside at night here?
I don't know about here, but I'm just saying there are people
There
that
are not people that work outside in Wyoming at night.
guarantee there are.
Doing what?
Who the fuck knows? They're jobs, okay? They're jobs. And if you're saying, what are you
Are
saying
they,
that
are they
Wyoming's
gardening
What are you
at
saying?
10 o'clock at night?
You don't know what farmers do. But what I'm saying is what now you're saying it's just Wyoming that deals with this?
No,
Because
I'm not saying it's just Wyoming.
people
I'm
don't
just,
work outside at night?
I'm just saying within your community.
Okay, so then
all I'm saying is
you're saying
one
that there's
night,
nobody that works outside
let's just say
at night.
we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning and you drive around our town, everybody's sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. Every house has its lights off.
No, not everybody. No. Is it more quiet? Yes. Because people gotta work the next day.
Not everybody works, especially in this town.
But here's the thing. if you train yourself to be on some kind of sleep
That
cycle,
has nothing to do with. Do not
you know
get
what?
the bigger picture.
You have done nothing but step over everything I say to try to hammer this point into people's skulls. Okay?
I'm not trying
Then
to
just
hammer
sit
into
there,
anybody's skulls. I
listen
just
to what
want
I
you
say,
to think outside
and don't
of the
say
box.
no. I
Strange.
gave you your time. Now listen to me without saying anything.
feel free
All right, there's
to
a
speak.
clock right back there. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, so what I'm saying is that people have to work. That's the main reason why everybody gets on a similar sleep cycles, because most jobs are 9 to 5, right? There's the rare occasion that they're not, that they work later, graveyard shifts, whatever, all right? But even they are on their own sleep pattern because that's the hours that they work. And we have been indoctrined to go to bed at night because, number one, there's more health benefits in it than sleeping during the day. That's a fact. Number two, you can't accomplish anything hardly, especially back in the day before electricity, when it's dark. You couldn't get things done at all because you couldn't see. You're more productive during the daytime when you can see. So therefore, it's always been indoctrined for us and handed down and handed down and handed down. There's really no grand scheme of shit happening besides maybe a couple drunk assholes or some people all geeked out, running all over town and shit. And do weird things happen? Yeah. Do people break in at night? Yeah, because they're under the cover of darkness. There's not a lot of people out to catch them doing the shit that they're doing. That's it. There's no great conspiracy to this.
I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. Are you done talking now?
Okay, I didn't even hit my two-minute marker yet. You just can't help yourself. You can't.
Please continue
You
on.
hate being wrong.
I'm
And
not.
it's fine.
I am not wrong.
Fine.
It is a strange concept that everybody is asleep at the same time. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I understand the science behind it. I am not a ridiculously stupid person.
I didn't say you
understand the science behind why you need to get this amount of sleep and blah 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 and this and everything you just said. I get it. But what I'm saying is you are not stepping out of the box and seeing what I'm saying.
Okay, you know what? Your brain was doing this. It was going down a track. Okay, you're just going forward.
I'm done talking to you about this.
On the tracks of being a rational human being.
I am a rational human being.
Somewhere down that line, it went like this, right? It forked off. Okay, and instead of because your brain was like, I've been on the rational track for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Y to irrational town.
This isn't irrational.
To irrational town.
Why am I irrational? Because I have a different theory about sleeping. It's not even a theory. I just think it's strange.
And then
it's
the
not
train
a theory.
went off a cliff and exploded.
Just think about it for a second. Just take yourself out of your rational
gone through this
self.
In my head countless times.
Stop putting science behind it because I know that you have this weird thing about it has to make sense or it's not true.
No.
Yes.
Is there conspiracy theories out there?
Which one? Because we've had many conversations in our family with the kids, and you are always the odd man out because you don't believe in shit. You don't believe, if you can't see it, it doesn't happen.
What? No, that's not 100%
That is so true with you.
No.
It is so true with you.
That's not true with me.
Really? Aliens?
Oh yes, what about them? Do I say that they don't? Am I the guy that says don't exist? They do not exist.
Kind of.
No, you are dumb to believe that we're the only thing living in the whole universe,
5-hour conversation?
One's
me,
bigger.
Carmen, Carlos, a while back about aliens.
What about
and were you the only one that was just like, no, that's bullshit. That can't happen. I can't remember exactly what we were talking about. But you are, if I can't see it, it doesn't happen. If it's not scientifically proven, it's not real.
I totally believe that there's aliens.
I know you believe it's aliens, but you...
I do believe that there's alien life. We're not the only ones that live here. And we're not the only ones that are existing right now. Do I believe that we're the
Are
only
you
ones
just trying to make me look stupid?
existing on this planet right now? Yep.
Bullshit.
What?
There are aliens walking amongst us.
And they make you sleep all at the same time.
Shut up! It's true!
Wake up, America!
Whatever, I'm done talking about this. Let's find something else to talk about because you have literally pissed me off.
oh no. We're back to you being mad on our show again.
It's like you're doing it on purpose. You're just trying to make me mad. You're just trying to make me mad. Like you can't. You cannot not just
I'm
make
really
me mad.
not. I wanted to see what everybody else was going to say about
And they're all going to say what you said because nobody can think outside of the box.
Oh, so you're saying that our subscriber base, our viewer base, they're down.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So you're saying they're smart.
I'm just saying.
So you're saying they're smart like me, who was right all along.
I'm saying
Okay,
you all
that's
are
fine.
brainwashed to believe that this is normal.
Do you hear that noise?
No? The dogs?
No. That's us losing views right now because of what you just said.
Shut up. Do you have another topic to talk about? I'm done talking to you about this.
Yes. I heard lately, Carlos has brought it up before, basically saying that, what is it, psilocybin mushrooms are legal in like Denver.
What are psilocybin mushrooms?
It's like psychedelics.
Okay.
Remember him saying that?
I just seen a post on that, actually.
They're not. They're still illegal.
Okay.
But they're just on low priority list and nobody really gives a shit.
Right.
I mean, I guess if you're taking them and you're driving and shit like that.
Is it like a hallucinogenic? I don't know exactly
it's
what they do.
hallucinogenic.
Like I've heard about them since I was a young girl, but I never knew like what they do to you.
Well, it kind of puts your mind on the same track as you were with your sleep conspiracy, just on a stronger level, I guess.
So you're saying if you eat a mushroom, you may believe what I'm saying.
Okay, what you just said there totally proved that your theory is bullshit.
I'm just saying it might open up your eye, your third eye.
Oh, it's going to open up all your eyes to shit that doesn't exist. Okay?
How do you know it doesn't exist? Just because you don't believe it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. You don't have to believe in something for it to exist. Do you don't? I mean, do you believe in aliens? You say yes.
Just because it's pretty common knowledge that.
Okay, so that's it. You only believe in it.
I don't even
because
care.
It's
but
common
here's the thing.
knowledge. But if you were
Why are
more
we
like,
back on this?
I'm just saying.
Why are we
you
back
have
on
to,
this?
The thing is with you is that it has to be proven for you to believe in it. It doesn't. Just believe in something.
Here's the thing. Alien life on another
But if it wasn't proven,
in a far off galaxy, even if that alien life is single-celled organism, is a single-celled organism, then that's alien life. It doesn't have to be something that's smarter than us. Do I believe that there that there's other things out there that are smarter than us?
But you have to. You
Absolutely.
always have to
Do I
have the
think
science
that
behind
we
it in order for you
are
to believe
smarter
it.
than some of the other alien
Why does
life
it have
that's
to
out
be
there?
scientifically proven for you to
Absolutely.
believe it? Can't it just be, I believe this because I believe this? It doesn't need to be scientifically proven. Why does it need to be that way for you?
You're just mad because I believe in science.
I believe in science too.
Are you sure?
Yes. But I also believe in other things as well. There are other things out there within this universe that are not scientifically proven, that are true, that are there, that has happened. And just because you can't read it in a book or you can't touch it doesn't mean that it's not there or it's not true. You, my dear, need to think outside of the box. You're in this box, this little bubble of scientific facts, and there are other things out.
You did say it right there, right? You did say facts.
Yes,
correct?
I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm not saying that there
Right.
isn't scientific facts of things, but there are other things just because it hasn't been proven by a scientist that still exist.
Like?
I don't know. Things. Fairies.
Wow. Anyway, moving on to what I was originally saying is that it is not a legal substance that you can have. The mushrooms.
Okay.
Okay. You can't. A lot of people are like, it's just because cops aren't cracking down on it, I guess, is hard.
Is it just like is it a real mushroom?
Yes,
people
it's a
are
real
growing,
mushroom. Yes, it's a real mushroom. People do grow them and distribute them out. And yeah, I agree with the whole legalizing marijuana thing. I think that Wyoming should get on board on this.
I agree too. I think it would benefit people that have cancer, that have AIDS, that have arthritis, that have anxiety, that have, just mental health issues.
Absolutely. Yes, it does. It really does. The studies have shown that it does.
Right.
And I mean, there's even stuff out there that's the byproducts, I guess.
CBD? CBD is good for people.
CBD is great. But, that's still in a giant gray area here in Wyoming for no damn fucking reason.
No, it's because where we live in Wyoming, it's a bunch of people that don't want change.
I understand that,
they're barely got the lottery here.
They're talking about, it can't have any THC in it. And
I get that.
That's fine, whatever. But, where we work, if it shows up, say there's just enough to trigger, even though it's 50 state legal by the federal government.
Right.
Right. And it shows up in your urine, you could
be fired.
You could lose your job over that.
Right.
And I think that's bullshit. If it's not enough to cause a reaction,
considering
in your body,
that we work for the government.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's legal within the government's eyes. They can still fire you if you have it in your system.
Even though we're
not THC, but CBD, which is the legal substance of the marijuana leaf.
Yeah, even though we're all pretty much governed by the federal government, and I understand like the federal government doesn't really recognize marijuana as being legal, but we're, governed by the federal government, and they're like, yeah, it's cool, it's fine. And most jobs, if you work certain jobs, if you work certain jobs that are under federal guidelines, and the federal government says, yeah, it's cool, don't worry about it.
Right.
Then why
worry about it?
Yeah,
right.
why worry about it?
Right, exactly. No, I totally agree. It helps out
with a lot of different things. Now, with me saying all of that and totally getting off track and going from
mushrooms
from that to that is there's really no benefits to. Mushrooms? It's a party drug. I mean, that's pretty much what
it's just a party drug. Like acid, right? Like
I mean, a lot of people might a lot of people might disagree with me and being like, no, like it really helps you figure stuff out. It gets you into your subconscious and all of this.
Right.
But
you have to
okay, but is there inherent danger that comes with that?
Probably, right? It's poison, right? You're putting poison in your body.
Good trips, you got bad trips.
Absolutely.
And what if somebody reacts poorly?
Right.
Could hurt somebody.
Could it kill you though? I mean, because like marijuana can't kill you, but could poisonous mushrooms kill you? It's more of a psychedelic. I don't know how poisonous they are. I've never done it. That's where you're getting the effects from, the poison within the mushroom. Am I incorrect? I don't know. I don't know.
It's a chemical.
Much about it.
It's a chemical that's in there. Is it psilocybin or something like that?
I have no idea.
I think that's what it's called. I've never done it. Never opened my third eye.
Yeah.
Some people love it, but I think that cops are pretty much just looking at it as it's a party drug. Let's not really worry about it too much.
Right.
Where we have other problems, meth and all this other shit.
No, I get
it. It is complete garbage, you know what I mean? But
did they legalize it in Colorado? I don't understand.
It's not legal. It's not legal.
Is that what Clay was saying?
It's just low on their
radar.
Their radar. Yeah, basically. It's just kind of like if they want to prosecute you over it, then they can. But a lot of people were like, sweet, that it's legal there.
Right.
And it's not,
Huh.
So, I mean, I guess whatever. But I mean, it's not that big of a topic, but I guess a lot of people were thinking
happy about it or unhappy about it. Or
well, of course, a lot of people are pretty happy about it, but I don't want to be on the same road as somebody, especially in Denver. I hate driving in Denver.
No, yeah, you definitely don't want to be.
Let alone, I don't want to be on the road, sharing a road with. I got people that are road raging in Denver. I got people, and now I got to worry about people that are tripping out.
Right.
Not a good sign.
No, I agree. I don't think that it's safe to have somebody driving a vehicle.
Yeah, if you want to do it in your own.
It's the same thing as being drunk. Like you have to.
It's a little more than that.
Well, no. I get it. Yeah, you see things, but I mean, it's in that same like spectrum of things. Like you cannot drive drunk, you cannot drive high, you cannot drive on hallucinogenics because you're not in your right stable mind. You know, you
Right.
shouldn't. There should be like I don't know. There should be some kind of.
I think if you want to do it at your house and you want to do it in your free time in a
People
safe
do on their own.
environment,
I don't give a shit.
go right ahead.
Yeah, I
care
agree. I
less.
think you should be able to do whatever you want. Use your own judgment. It's your. I fully agree with do what you want if it makes you happy. Do I agree with people doing hard drugs? I don't like it, but I can't stop people from doing it. And
No.
I'm not going to criticize somebody from doing it. I don't like it. And I personally don't want to be around somebody that's on meth, you know, because I think it's crazy and it scares me, but I can't stop somebody from doing it, or will I look down on them for doing it because it's not my place to do that.
No, I wouldn't either. But here, I guess when it comes to any kind of substance that you put into yourself, if it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt anybody
People
else,
around you.
then do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, look at alcohol. Alcohol has hurt many of people.
Right.
And many of families. It's destroyed families. It's destroyed lives. But it's still legal. It's still a legal substance that people can consume on a daily basis.
The government can tax the living shit out of
Right.
it. So
but yeah, exactly. But it's still a legal substance. So why, I'm getting back on the marijuana thing, why isn't marijuana a legal substance in all 50 states? It should be. It shouldn't be governed by the FBI or, you know.
I don't smoke it, and I don't care who does smoke it.
I agree.
So you got to understand that if you're going to put, you know, if you're going to make marijuana legal, not everybody's going to smoke it.
No, absolutely not.
So what's the fucking problem?
There shouldn't be a problem. That's
You
the
know?
thing. There should not be a problem with marijuana. There shouldn't be a problem with CBD.
Definitely not a problem with CBD. It doesn't get you fucking high.
I agree. I totally agree. I just don't understand it. I mean, if you look at all the benefits that marijuana brings to people, that should be the go ahead and say, yes, that should be legal in all 50 states just because of the benefits that it gives to people. I understand why they don't do it because then, you know, the medical community that makes all the drugs and all the stuff aren't going to have as much money. But
Oh, big pharma.
yeah, why would it benefit? I mean, if it's benefiting somebody that's sick, then go for it. Who cares? Why would you want to make like say myself with anxiety? I have really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
Would I rather take CBD or would I rather take fucking Xanax?
Well, yeah.
I would rather take CBD over Xanax any day.
Yeah.
But I don't have that option because of where I work. So what they're telling me is we want you to take something that's going to possibly affect your liver.
Well, definitely
It's going to affect your heart. It's going to affect everything in you because they have super bad side effects. Rather than take something natural that can naturally bring you down from a panic attack.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would rather you be at work and take Xanax because you're having a panic
Which
attack.
impairs everything.
Right. Than to take CBD, which does absolutely nothing to you.
Right.
Other than just mellows you out. It doesn't
say
make
you
you
can
feel
take
like a
it.
goofball or make you high or anything
But
like
you're
that.
rolling the dice.
Right.
You're rolling the
But
dice.
then you may get fired.
It could show up. And I mean, the thing is even if the label says it's, zero THC,
Right.
is it exactly zero THC?
I mean, if you're on CBD, you can drive and still have a clear mind. It doesn't
Absolutely.
it doesn't affect you at all.
It doesn't get you high.
You would have to do a study on it. You as a person that may want to take it, if you're able to take it and see that it does nothing to you. It doesn't alter your mood. It doesn't alter your judgment. It doesn't do anything other than mellows you out. It's like I don't know what mellows you out. Like,
well, anything can. I mean,
it's like
it has the
meditating.
same.
Like meditating
It
and
has
feeling
the same
calm.
effects as maybe maybe on a lower scale as Xanax.
But it doesn't do anything to you.
But it doesn't. There's no
Like
side effects.
your
to
pupils
it.
don't get smaller, big like you do if you're taking Xanax. Xanax, it's a chemical drug. It alters your brain, where CBD doesn't. You know what I mean?
Well,
If I was
the thing is it also has not only does it target certain areas that you may be dealing
Are we talking
with.
about CBD?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
talking about CBD. So like Xanax is pretty much a hammer. I mean, that's what it does.
That's all it does.
That's all it does. Is it hammers nails? That's it. That's
Right.
all it does. CBD is like a Swiss Army knife, basically.
Right.
Which
it has different aspects.
It can help you out with a lot of different things.
Right.
So if you're depressed or you are anxious, if say you're feeling sore, it's an anti-inflammatory. If you're having trouble sleeping, just kind of gets you into that same mindset of sleep like melatonin does.
Right.
It's a multi-purpose tool. But the thing is it doesn't just slam you with all of this shit at once.
No, it's slow acting.
It basically, whatever you're dealing with, CBD within its range of what it does will help you out with that.
Right.
Now, are you sitting there like taking CBD if you're fully awake and you're in the middle of the day but you're feeling anxious? Is CBD going to make you want to go to sleep?
No,
it doesn't. Not. Will it take your anxiety away? Yeah, it'll take the edge off.
Yeah, but it won't take it away completely. It's not. Right. It's not like.
But it'll let you function and carry on with your day.
Yeah, it won't make you have that full blown panic attack.
Right.
Just like Xanax. Well, Xanax, it takes about a half, because I have taken Xanax before because of my anxiety, and Xanax takes about a half an hour to kick in. But with me, with Xanax, is I can't be at work if I take it. I can't function with it. Not only does it put me to sleep, but it takes away my panic attack, but it puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I can't function with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't drive with Xanax. I can't, I know there's a lot of people out there that are used to taking Xanax and are fine with it.
It's also habit forming.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I don't like to take it, because it is a habit forming pill that freaks me out. I don't want to rely on something to control my anxiety.
Well, every time like you said yourself, every time you're taking that, your liver is just.
Yeah, your liver, your kidneys, and all that. Yeah.
All that shit.
Exactly.
For CBD, it's natural.
Right.
So it's no different than
eating grapes
or kale, or
Absolutely.
What I mean, as far as what it does to your body.
Right.
It doesn't do anything that's
right.
That's
I mean, I've done a lot of research on it because of my anxiety, and there's tons of benefits out there for people.
Helps with seizures.
Yeah, it does. It helps with seizures.
Helps with a lot of different things.
With dogs, like, we do give our dogs CBD treats because they have seizures, and that does help them with it.
Right.
And I mean, I fully believe that that's why our dogs don't have seizures anymore.
Right.
Because of the CBD that we give them in their treats.
Yeah, like you said yourself, they really do try to push you towards, the big
medical
pharmaceutical drugs.
Take this instead.
They work.
Right. Which is why
it's scientifically proven to work, but they also don't tell. I mean, now if you watch like commercials and shit, and they say, "Hey, you have like chapped lips. Well, take this fucking thing, and but it could cause
cancer,
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, you'll have a headache.
Like, well, why the fuck? I'd rather deal with my chapped fucking lips,
exactly.
than take that shit.
Why put a Band-Aid on one thing, but then have another form of problems on the other? It doesn't make any sense, and that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with.
But we're integrated as a society that's what you go to nowadays.
Right.
Then now it's just like, wow, well, yeah, I do have fucking chapped lips, and then you don't really listen to
everything else that comes along with it.
You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm tired of this problem. Hit me with that fucking drug.
Absolutely.
Where a lot of stuff is.
I mean, this is why I've had this conversation with my own doctor, and she's actually said, too bad we don't live in Colorado, because you can actually manage your panic attacks with these kind of things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It would be better, because I've had the conversation where I don't want to take, pharmaceuticals. I don't want to have this stuff in my body. I want to go all natural, which I have a great doctor, and she's giving me all natural remedies like vitamins and, take this stuff. It counteracts with anxiety and stuff like that. I mean, it's not perfect, because obviously it's not, something chemical that's changing my brain that causes me to have these panic attacks.
Right.
And I do keep Xanax with me just for in case, because if anybody's had a panic attack, you know how it feels. Your heart races. You feel like you're about to have a heart attack. Mm-hmm. You cannot function. You cannot think. I mean, I've gotten so bad to where I have to go in a quiet room and I just cry because I can't function. It sucks. So anybody that's had it knows that if they can get something that can help them, that's all natural, that's not going to affect their body, that they would do it in a heartbeat. And I would, but I can't because of where I work.
Thing is it's not just that, but it's just, where we live. You know what I mean? Like I said, CBD is legal here,
Right.
but it's not legal with, I guess, there's a giant gray area with its legality
Right.
within our employment.
Right.
So
Yeah, we just
it's
had a
kinda
meeting about
is
it.
it really worth rolling the dice?
It's
and
not,
losing the
because
job?
you need your job more
Absolutely
than what
not.
you need to not have these panic attacks, I guess, you know.
Right. But I mean, as far as like, say, marijuana, where you
I get the whole
no, hold
marijuana
on.
thing.
Marijuana, where you could, let's say, if you had panic attacks, yes, CBD helps, but would it benefit you probably more on maybe, because I know you don't smoke and you don't do any of that stuff, but like maybe having like an edible or something like that could really kind of
See, I
just
don't
put
think
you
so.
into that, like a low grade one to put you in that. But that's okay. So even if that doesn't work for you, but that could work for a bunch of other people
Right.
that live in Wyoming
Right.
that could benefit from
Right.
that. You know what I mean? But Wyoming's just one of those states. It's just like,
No.
ain't happening.
See, for me, it
stigma.
doesn't.
Marijuana has a stigma attached to
Right.
it, and we're going to be a bunch of burnt out people. And it's just like
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2019, man.
Right.
Like,
It should
just get
be
on
available.
board.
Yeah.
You can see.
I get it, because we work for a
Colorado is
municipality.
an hour away from us.
Right.
It's not that far. We live damn near. We're on a border town
Right.
to Colorado. It's not that far. Colorado, we know what happens in Colorado.
Right.
And a lot of their crime has dropped
Right.
significantly because
of it, yeah. Plus, they've got their economy
plus
much
they
better.
tax the shit out of it,
Right.
which means their economy went up
Right, because
big
of it.
time
Right.
because of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're what, just too stubborn and too ignorant to basically see the benefits of doing this, and that the downfall or the downsize of it is very minimal to the upside of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
What, you're gonna have people? Well, you're gonna have people out there driving around high.
They're driving around drunk.
They're driving drunk.
Right.
For fuck's sake.
If you live in Wyoming, you know the majority of the community is drunk. There is a bar on
We have bars and hotels.
every place.
And
There's
that's in any
every
town you
street.
go to. It's bars and hotels.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. That's what it consists of.
Right.
We have in this whole fucking state that I can think of 3 or 4 malls.
Right.
And
In the whole state of Wyoming.
And the whole state
Right.
of fucking Wyoming. And they do not want progression here.
No.
I don't care.
But the thing
I
is
live
that-
here.
Yeah, we live here because it's
But we
it's-
both come from California,
Right.
where you can literally see how big it gets,
Right.
the expansion of it, how many people flock there, how much money it brings in, how much the jobs pay more.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to go to a mall, throw a stick in any direction, you're going to find one.
Right.
Here, you have to travel an hour and a half, 3 hours one way,
Right.
hour that way.
Right.
And then you got what, an hour and a half to
But
2
then they get
hours
really
that
upset
way.
if you don't shop in your community. But the thing is they don't offer enough in our community to stay here to shop. And
Right.
that's the problem. Like, they don't offer all the good shops. So you either shop online, because most of the time it's snowing here, so you don't travel during the winter.
Right.
Out of 6 months out of the year, you don't travel unless you get a clear day. Or you go out of town. When summer comes, the majority of the community is out of town.
They're all out of town.
Right.
But these, they just, I don't know.
And because we live about
It's
an
just
hour away
so-
from Colorado, we always go out of state.
I don't understand why it is the way it is in this state. Great state. I mean,
It is.
If you want to,
You can make a good living here. It's
you-
not expensive to live here. The communities are great for the most part. It's just the small town mentality where everybody knows who you are. Everybody makes sure everybody's okay. If you're having problems, everybody will gather and help you if you need it. You just got to ask for the help. That's what the benefits of living in a small community is. But
I mean, it's the
with
least
that being
populated
said,
state, I think, out of the entire
yeah,
US.
not that many people know about Wyoming.
Yeah.
They see it on a map and they're like, what the hell's Wyoming? But it's like the biggest secret, because it's great. The community, it's not expensive to live here at all. You can come to Wyoming from any big city and you can make it. If you don't make it in Wyoming, it's because you're not trying.
No.
It's the truth. It's because you're not trying.
Well, anyway, I think that's about it. We don't need to get into the whole depths of Wyoming, because I guarantee people are just like, I thought that was in Canada.
Kind of is.
Didn't
With the
even
snow.
know that was a state.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday talk. Sorry it's so late. Again, like I said, I had to work yesterday, so we could not film, but it will be up in a few minutes, so you guys can watch it.
Yeah. So
We'll talk to you guys next week,
and
hopefully we'll have some topics. If there's any topics that you want us to cover,
please put it in the
put it down in the comments. We'll
I
definitely talk about
can't listen to this whole pod people sleeping conspiracy thing one more damn minute.
Is there anything, if there's anything that you want us to get into, just put it down in the comments, or we'll just continue to have our own chats about random stuff. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.